I just started a pottery company and I'm gonna show you the entire business layout. So whenever starting a company, it's always gonna be a starter up company, right? So if you're gonna go into something like art or something like this, you always want to have 2 to 3 small items that you want to present or you want to make, right? So for our pottery company, we're gonna go up here and we're gonna do cups, bowls, and then we'll go ahead and do jars and vases. Jars slash vases, right? So now what we want to do is if you want to have one product or multiple products, you also have to have a chain category. So our cups are going to be the cheapest ones, our bowls are going to be second cheapest, and our jars and vases are going to be our most expensive, right? So now after we come here, we're going to do styles, right? So let's say that I want 5 to 10 different cups. I want 2 to 5 different bowls, styles of bowls, and then jars and vases will go 1 to 2 different, right? So boom, there we got it. I have cups with 5 to 10 different styles, bowls with 2 to 5 different, and then jars and vases 1 to 2 different, right? So now after we got that out of the way, we're gonna go right to pricing. All right, so let's say that it takes me $1.50 to make a cup, but it also takes me another, let's say, $1.50 to put it in the oven, fire it, and then put paint on it. So it's gonna cost me $3 in all to make that cup, right? Well, your margin is $3, so you have to price it up, right? And what most people do is they take the price and then they times it by 1.5. Ready? So check this out. If I have a $3 cup, I'm automatically going to price it at 7.50 on my lowest, right? So now that it took me a $3 cup to make, I priced it at 7.50, a time and a half, right? And if you want to put over here, handmade. I'll put a star by this one because this is important too, right? If you have an item that's made from a factory, or let's say made by like a process, then it's probably not going to be as valuable as handmade, right? Handmade items, handmade products, handmade art, it goes along, it has a lot of high value stats behind it, right? So you can actually price this up to maybe 8.50, maybe $9, right? So now we just took care of our cups. Now we're going to go right into our bowls, right? So let's say it takes me $3 to $5 just to make a bowl. We're going to put $5 just to make a bowl, the clay, the sculpting, the fire, the painting, right? So what would that be in retail? A time and a half would be $10 plus 250. So we price it at 12.50 minimum, right? So that's just the baseline of where you can price things at. And it can also go in handmade, however you want to price it. So now we're just going to get to the jars. We got the bowls. We're going to get the jars and vases. So this is going to be your most expensive item or most expensive product you have in your company. So let's say it takes me $7 to $8 to make a full vase. So we're going to go up high. We're going to do $8. And you guys can take this on, right? Since this is going to be your most expensive, you can actually price it at whatever price you want. That thing is reasonable, right? So instead of a times and a half, we're going to go 2 times, maybe 2.5, right? So we're going to go 16, automatically $24. Why? Because this is our biggest item, our most expensive item, and it's handmade. Alright, so we just had pricing for 3 items in our pottery company that we just started. 3 things that are just simple, not a lot of things, right? Because you can't afford to have a lot of categories. 5 to 10 different styles of cups, 2 to 5 different styles of bowls, and then 1 to do different styles of jars. Price at $7.50, $12.50, over $24 because they're all handmade, handcrafted, right? So now after we got just a little bit of foundation, we're gonna jump more into that a little bit. Now we are gonna go straight to the business side, the marketing, the content side of your product. So my pottery company, marketing slash content. Because if you want a successful business, you have to be a successful salesman, right? So you can either approach this in many different ways, but I'll just break down how business and social media works. So we have our cups, our bowls, and then our jars slash bases. So now that we all got that, you're gonna put them into 5 different styles. But for each style, you're gonna do a video. So one style equals one video. And I'm talking about the entire process. And we're gonna get to how we can break it down, how we can edit it. The bowls, 2 to 5 different. The same concept, right? One style, one video. One style, one video. So let's say for my jars, I'm gonna have 2 videos. For my bowls, I'm gonna have 5 videos. And then if I have 10 different cups, 10 unique cups, I'm gonna have 10 videos. This is what it breaks down to, right? And through this entire process, you're gonna do what is called a medium to long video of your entire process. And you can do it in each process too, but we will explain that later, right? So each process, ready? We'll do making, painting. I don't know too much about pottery, but we're just gonna put it in the sense of this. So our content is gonna be based around making our cups and painting the cups, designing your cups. 10 videos for 10 different cups, 5 videos for 2 to 5 styles of bowls, 1 video for either 1 different jar or 2 videos for 2 different jars. And all this leads to why you want medium to long video is because it can also break it down to short content and then long form content. Right? And then this is where you can talk about the reviews, why it's so special, why it's handmade, all that. And then over here, we're gonna put down, just simple where we're gonna post them, why video has a lot to do with advertising itself, right? So over here we're gonna go YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and we'll do TikTok. So right now, those are just 5 basic social media platforms you can repost videos, because most of these platforms have photos and short videos, long content and short content, or just videos. And then obviously Twitter is just words. You have to articulate your words better than that. So now what we just did is we have our products, our styles of products, kind of our genres, our pricing, it can either scale back, and then how we are going to content market everything, right? So now we just broke that down. So business email, the business card. People can access you easily, professionally, right? That's the point. Either it's another brand or a customer. So after you have business email, you're gonna go straight to your website. So you can put website slash e-commerce. So that's gonna be where we're gonna list our prices, list our product, take pictures, etc. And then after that, we're gonna actually have a portfolio, which we call a business portfolio, but we'll just put company portfolio. And this has designs, products slash inventory, and then company track record. Track record. Alright, so far we have our email, business email, a business card if you can afford the capital to get one, our website slash e-commerce, our company portfolio. And now if you have all of those things, plus the products, plus pricing, plus you already have some of your marketing stuff set up, you can get straight into jumping into a business, right? So now we're going to go directly into direct to consumer business. So we're going to hit local stores, art showcases, and then farmers market, stuff like that. So let's say, how do I want to approach a local store to get into one, right? So local store. Well, first they wanted to know your goal, what your sales are, and then what percent they would get if they will allow your product on their shelf, right? So you have to have it all planned out already, right? Because a local store, if you get your product in your store, that means you partly have kind of a successful business, right? Because that company wants to represent your product. And then the second is farmers market. And art showcases are simply easy to get into. They're free to do. It just takes your time and your energy. So we're going to put market slash art showcase. And for this, you want a booth, products slash pricing. So those are three very simple basic models for startup companies, right? Because you don't have capital yet to go into angel investors or Shark Tank to actually get a deal. So to get into a local store, I would simply pitch to you like this. Hi, I have a pottery company. We do cups, bowls, vases. We're actually in the online market too. So if you would want a percentage of that, we could do a brand deal, an equity deal, or we can do just a royalty deal that I put my product on your shelf. When it sells, you get a percentage of the cut automatically, right? So it's not an annual thing, it's more of an on the spot thing, right? And you want to approach it with your designs, how much products you intend to make, the products in your next year, your prices, how much you made so far. And then after that, you can probably get to a point where they're either going to say yes or no. And if it's no, then you move on to the next one. Because these are small businesses too. These are not huge stores. So now, so far we have our pottery company with our prices products, our business email, a business card, a website, an e-commerce site, a company portfolio with everything in it, and then your hard work and determination to get yourself into local stores, market, or art showcases, small events that are free to you if you put the time and work in. So that's all for a small business right there. So now we're going to jump in directly to the online money making part of this. So we're going to do again marketing slash content, right? So now your goal as a content creator, as an entrepreneur, as a businessman is to get monetized on as many platforms that monetize a video as possible. And it could be long or short content, right? So we have our genres, series, episodes, and they all break into short content or long content, right? So that is just a tip of the iceberg of what content creation, the business side of it, right? How to make the most, how to mass produce your content. Genres, series, episodes. So let's get into it. Our genre would be simple, right? Let's say multiple genres. I want a review genre, I want a how-to genre, and I want a versus genre. A company versus company, product versus product. Well, let's just start off with a how-to, right? How to genre. In our series, we break it up into kind of niche, like, but not niche specific yet. So it would be how to make a cup in pottery, or how to design slash paint pottery, right? These are series within a genre. Now let's break it down to episodes. Episodes would be how to paint a tree on a mug, right? This is niche specific. Episodes are niche specific. How to make a cup, how to paint a tree on a cup, right? Genre series episodes. Now this can go many ways, long or short, but it's good to have both. So what I recommend is having a long content for each of whatever genres you want to make, whatever series you want to make, and then you break it down. Short, another short, and etc. Short. And you still have the long video, right? So now you have the short and long for content. And why is this important? Why is this important? Well, it's important because as a small business, you have to be a great salesman, and you have to know that this isn't as important as this. The 50-50 rule of content creating and, let's say, running a business, right? You have to spend as much time and energy on as making the product as you do marketing the product and getting people to buy it. Because if you put 100% your effort into making the product, then you have no more time or effort into actually selling the product, right? So you have to keep the same energy for both sides. So now we have our genre series episodes within our content creation that will later on get you monetized. And what I mean monetized is, this is a marathon, right? If you get monetized, you get monetized for life. If you get monetized on 5 platforms, you're probably going to be a millionaire. If you only get monetized on YouTube, well, here, that's passive income. This is working as hard as this. As for this, so now we're going to go into algorithm. Algorithm. And entrepreneurs, small business owners, and content creators love this word, right? Algorithm. Well, what is algorithm? It's how often you post that gets attention, right? And you can think about it like this, right? The algorithm is you. Every time you post a video, you're clocking in to that specific platform, that specific website or social media platform. So now I have my genre series episodes, short and long, on each platform that promotes a video. In order to get monetized, you need to know the algorithm, which is you. So if I post once a day, every day, for a week, well, I just clocked in 7 times to YouTube, or I clocked in 7 times to Instagram, right? Short and long, because there's an algorithm for both. So you want to give yourself the best, let's say, you want to give yourself the best runway to get your product off and running, right? So this ties into this 50-50 rule. Don't forget it. The algorithm is you. And what we just went over is our Pottery company. We have our business email now, our business card. We have our website, our e-commerce. We have our company portfolio with our designs, our product inventory, and our company / track record. We try to get into local stores. We try to get into art galleries. We try to get into farmers markets. We just broke down how you want to get monetized for content creating while also promoting your business. So it works in hand. The 50-50 rule. Always remember, every genre has a series, and every series has multiple episodes of each genre. As we're talking about lifetime content, you will never run out of things to say, run out of any things to do if you just follow this simple model. And this is just the basics, right?